Hi everybody, Ron Romano here, Mission Pro Wrestling fan, supporter, and self-appointed promoter. And we are on the road to Mission Pro Wrestling Empty Promises, Saturday, March 20th at Pinballz Kingdom in Buda, Texas, streaming live on the Title Match Network. And as we head down that road, I am back with another review and reflection video. This is for the fifth match that took place on Saturday, February 6th at Mission Pro Wrestling Wishes Granted. Here we have a Texas staple in the form of Jenna Lynn, who in addition to competing at MPW, has also competed in such wrestling companies as Reality of Wrestling, Renegade Wrestling Revolution, and Loco Wrestling. At Wishes Granted, Jenna Lynn went one-on-one with a familiar opponent, one-third of the Queendom, Miss Danni B, who you can also catch competing in ROW, RWR, and Loco Wrestling. In fact, Jenna Lynn and Danni B were on opposite sides recently, when House Rhodes took on the Queendom at Loco Wrestling back on January 23rd. You can catch that show on Title Match Network as well. Jenna Lynn is coming off her first victory in MPW against Aaliyah Mia Sweets back in December at Run It Back, while Oklahoma native Danni B is making her MPW debut in this match. Danni B came out first. I think some people in that Texas crowd may have been giving Danni a little grief because she's from Oklahoma, and she might be a Sooners fan. I don't know. She had nice OSU gear on, though. Brittany Nicole called her Texas talent because she is in Texas and is talented. This is all true. Jenna Lynn came out to Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting in her traditional red, white, and black gear with her trademark red headband getting a big pop from that Texas crowd. Here we go. Both women lock up in the ring, leading to a stare-off. Danni B giving Jenna Lynn and the crowd at Pinballz Kingdom a little gluteus action, Brittany Nicole calling it sass, and this made me smile. Danni and Jenna circle the ring before locking up again. Jenna going to work on Danni's left wrist. Danni manages to reverse this and goes to work on Jenna's left wrist now. Jenna Lynn gets out, puts Danni into a headlock. Danni shoves Jenna into the ring ropes. Jenna bounces off and delivers a shoulder tackle to Danni. Danni is mad already. You can tell in her face. She tries to get her hands on Jenna, but Jenna is just too quick. A kick from Jenna to Danni's right side for her troubles. Jenna tries to go for a kick to Danni's left side, but Danni isn't falling for this twice. Danni grabs Jenna's right leg, and Jenna looks like she's panicking now. But a spinning drop kick breaks Danni's hold, and Jenna continues with more kicks. Danni once again struggling to get her hands back on a very quick Jenna Lynn, very agile. Jenna Lynn is. Forearm shots start coming from Jenna Lynn, who traps Danni against the ropes. Jenna has to let Danni off the ropes, though, in order to avoid getting disqualified. Danni tries to mount some offense, but she gets a leg takedown for her troubles. Danni is not down and out yet, but you can tell from her facial expressions and holding her hand over her mouth, I guess to see if she's bleeding, that Danni is feeling the full effects of Jenna's karate moves. Danni's frustration starts to show. She shoves Jenna Lynn into the ropes. This one shot seemed to really take a lot out of Jenna. Danni kicks her in the back, goes for a pin attempt, only a 2 here. Danni picks up Jenna and delivers some forearm shots of her own, a chop to Jenna in the corner, and then Danni flips Jenna back into the center of the ring. Jenna is sitting up at this point. I thought Danni was going to deliver a drop kick here, but she stops. She kneels down and delivers a disrespectful slap to Jenna's face. This got a mix of claps and boos from the crowd. Danni delivers a nice suplex to Jenna. This member of the Queendom is smiling now. Another cover by Danni B, another 2 count. Danni's frustration is increasing. She sends Jenna into the corner, delivers some vicious kicks. She stops her assault to avoid getting DQ'd. Danni walks away from the corner, arms out to the crowd as if to say, "How do you like me now?" And she brings some more attention to her gluteus as if she's telling Jenna to kiss my 3-letter A word. Then she charges at Jenna, who is still in the corner, and uses her derriere as a weapon on Jenna's head. Shades of the one-eye, thick-thighed woad. This gets Jenna to pop out of the corner, though, but only to lean herself against the middle ropes, setting herself up perfectly for some double knees to the back, courtesy of Danni B. Jenna Lynn is in obvious pain, but she is not done yet. Danni B with a submission hold, putting everything she's got into it. Jenna Lynn fights out and delivers some elbow shots to Danni B. And we finally get to see some of those, in my opinion, cringe throat and chest open hand chops that no one, in my opinion, executes better than Jenna Lynn. Danni B is teetering, and Jenna Lynn is pumped up. Super sidekick, running bulldog, and a drop kick off the ropes from Jenna. I thought this was over, but Danni kicks out at 2. Jenna Lynn can't believe it. Both ladies get back to their feet. Danni B slams Jenna Lynn to the mat. I think she knows now that if she wants to beat Jenna, she has to use raw power. She sends Jenna into the corner again. Jenna gets herself positioned on the top turnbuckle, waiting for her. And Danni B comes at Jenna, in my opinion, like someone in a horror movie who is coming after the next victim with a knife. This shot, if Danni were to connect with it, would have put Jenna Lynn away for sure, I think. But Jenna moves out of the way and delivers such a cool tornado kick to the head of Danni B. And that's all, folks. Jenna Lynn with her second victory in MPW against the debuting Danni B. She gets the 3 count on Danni B, who is not happy with this loss. Jenna Lynn gives one last bow of respect to the crowd at Pinballz Kingdom before heading to the locker room. Jenna Lynn will be at RWR Reloaded Friday, March 19th in Houston, Texas, taking on Joe Alonzo in an intergender match. And Danni B will be returning to Mission Pro Wrestling at Empty Promises on March 20th. I'm hoping to be at both of these shows. They're only a month away, but my next review and reflection video will be coming out in 2 days on Saturday, February 20th on my YouTube channel. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. And until next time, please take care and best wishes.